How to create or edit checklist and report templates. One of the unique features of Reacts is that it allows you to create checklist and report templates that can be filled dynamically during a live session. Let's start by describing how to create and/or edit a checklist or report template. Note that the process of creating, editing, viewing, and sharing is exactly the same for both checklists and reports. We will simply use the checklist category to illustrate the process. From the main menu, click on Checklists and Reports, and then click on Checklists. The checklist menu offers three options: create a new template, edit a previously saved template, and view previously saved checklists. To proceed with the creation of a new checklist template, click on the Create Template button. Doing so will open the checklist and report template creator. As previously mentioned, the process of creating a template for a checklist is identical to that for a report template. The template creator is organized as follows. At the top left, you will find the various options related to the file saving, opening, and closing. You will also find the print option, the export option that allows you to export a template to PDF, and the undo and redo options. At the top right, you will find the creator's three viewing modes. First is the design mode, which you need to be in to create and design your template. Second is the fill mode, which allows you to see the template as it will appear during a live session. This mode also allows you to practice filling up your template to make sure it behaves the way you want. The third is the print mode, which allows you to see what the template will look like when printed. In the right upper corner, you will find the Close Creator button, which allows you to exit the checklist and report creator. In the middle of the page, you will find the canvas on which the template is created. The design process is very intuitive. Before you start creating a template, make sure that you are in the design mode. You will notice that, by default, the date at which you create your template appears in the upper left of the canvas. To start your design, click on the Add Field area. Doing so will open the Template Creator menu. Template creation is a dynamic process and is not linear. You will be able to navigate in your template and edit any portion of it as you create it. The Creator menu offers various options that will allow you to create text fields, insert images, create various types of answer formats, insert spaces, etc. Let's describe each of the options available. Text line. Selecting this option opens an input field that allows you to enter a text line. After your text is entered, you have to choose the size of your text depending on whether you are entering a main title, a subtitle, or a simple text line. Once you have entered your text and have chosen its size, click on the blue square with the white check mark to the right of the screen to confirm your choice. To erase it, click on the small X box. Once you confirm your action, you will immediately see the result of what you created. If you would like to delete this line of data, click on the X box to its right. If you would like to go back and edit what you've just entered, click on the small blue box to the left of the text line. This will reopen the working area and will allow you to edit what you've entered. Text block. This option allows you to enter text that has multiple lines and offers you more versatility as you can choose your text size, effects, such as bold, italic, or underline, text alignment, left, centered, or justified, and add various types of bullets. This option is useful when you have text blocks to enter or when you need more technical versatility while entering your text. Image. If you would like to insert a logo, a picture, or any other type of image, click on the Image option. Doing so will open a box showing a blank square area corresponding to where your image will go. To insert your image, click on Browse and choose your image from the desired folder. Once your image has been inserted, you will have two options. First, you will be able to adjust the size of the image by moving the horizontal scrubber to the left or to the right until you get the desired image size. Second, you will be able to decide where you would like the image to be positioned in the template. to the left, in the center, or to the right. Once you are done, click on the Confirm or the Reject button. Another even easier way to insert an image in your checklist template while in the design mode is to insert it directly from your desktop or personal folders. In order to do so, minimize the Reacts window and drag and drop the desired image directly from your desktop or folder into the checklist template creator. Then you just need to adjust the size and position of the image in the template. There are 3 types of answer fields available in the creator: checkbox, radio button, or input field. Checkbox. Select this option when one or more answers are possible for a specific item in your checklist or report template. This differs from the radio button option, which only allows one answer. When choosing the text box option, you first have to enter the desired text for each checkbox. You will also have the option of assigning a point value to each checkbox. The point value assigned to each checkbox may be the same or may be different, depending on the relative value that you want to assign to each answer. If you would like to add multiple checkboxes to a specific section, just click on Add another checkbox before clicking on the Confirm button. You can go back and edit the data you entered at any time by clicking on the small blue box to the left of the items you entered. Here is an example of how you can use the checkbox type of answers in your checklist or report template. Let's say we're creating a checklist used to evaluate whether a student knows how to differentiate a vein from an artery on physical examination. You first enter a text line to create your question. For example, how can you differentiate a vein from an artery? You will then use the checkbox option to enter 4 potential answers. Artery is pulsatile. Arterial pulse does not vary with respiration. Arterial pulse does not disappear on compression. And arterial pulse does not vary with position. You assign a point value of 1 to each answer. You may then decide that in order for the student to pass, he or she needs to have a minimum score of 3 for this question. In the fill mode, we can see what the template will look like during a session. While you assess the student, you will check off the answers that are correctly provided and the total score will automatically appear. If only 2 out of the 4 answers were provided, the fill template will show which answers were provided and the corresponding total score will be displayed. Radio button. This is the type of option you will choose when the type of answer you were looking for is of an either-or nature, such as yes, no, present, absent, done, not done, or choose the best answer types of answers. You will need to enter the text for each of the radio buttons and, if desired, assign a point value as previously explained. Points. As described previously, a point value can be assigned to each item entered in a checkbox or radio button format. Each section in which point values are given to items entered will have a total score displayed for that section. The denominator of the score will automatically appear and will correspond to the maximum total possible for this section. In addition to the score displayed for each specific section, there will also be a grand total score displayed in the upper right of the checklist or report, representing the total of the scores for each section. Let's illustrate this with an example. If a checklist or report only has one section in which points were assigned to items in that section, the total maximum denominator point value for the section will be displayed just above the points column to the right of the document. In a case in which only one section has points assigned, the grand total maximum denominator point value will be the same as that for the section. However, in cases where multiple sections of a checklist or report have assigned point values, a maximal denominator point value will be displayed for each section and a grand total maximal denominator point value corresponding to the addition of the points assigned to each section of the report will be displayed in the upper right of the document. Once the checklist or report is filled out, you will be able to see the score of each section and the grand total. Input field. This is the type of option you will choose if free text needs to be provided for the question asked. Choose this option for items such as name, date, file number, etc. Comment. Choose this option if you would like your template to include an area in which comments can be entered in the checklist or report when being filled out. Clicking on this option automatically adds a text box with the title Comments. In the fill mode, you can see how it will appear when the template will be filled during a session. Space. Choose this option if you would like to add a larger space between two items in your template. When you select this option, a horizontal scrubber appears. Move the scrubber left or right to get the amount of space desired. Page break. In Reacts, the checklist and report templates always appear as a continuous page in a specific window through which you scroll. Page breaks are important for when you export your template as a PDF document or print it. If you do not manually add page breaks, they will be automatically determined when creating a PDF or when printing a template. However, if you would like to manually decide specific points in the document that correspond to the beginning of new pages, just click on the page break option. The information you add after the page break will appear at the top of the page when in a PDF or printed format. Pin menu bar. By default, the Creator menu panel automatically hides when your mouse cursor is not over the Add Field box. If you would like the Creator menu to be displayed at all times instead, just click on the Pin to Board icon and the menu will remain up. To revert to the Auto Hide mode, just click on the small arrow icon. If you would like to change the order in which the various sections or items appear in your checklist or reports, just click on the small blue box to the left of the desired section or item and drag and drop it to the area where you would like to reposition it. Once you have completed the creation of your checklist or report, that is in the design mode, you may want to see how it will appear when displayed in a live session, and you may want to practice filling up your report or checklist to test your flow. In order to do this, you must be in Fill mode, which you can select from the drop-down menu in the upper right of the screen. Anytime you would like to edit the checklist or report you created, just go back to the Design mode and make the necessary modifications. If you would like to have a preview of what your checklist or report will look like when printed, select the Print mode from the drop-down menu. You will then see how your checklist or report will look like when printed. Once you are done creating your checklist or report, you will be able to save it by going to the upper left area of the Creator, choosing File, and selecting Save or Save As. You will be able to export your checklist or report as a PDF by clicking on Export, and print your report or checklist by clicking on Print. To exit the Creator section, just click on the red Close Creator button in the right upper corner of the screen. Note that creation of both checklists and reports are done in the exact same way. They are just saved in different sections of the system.